Hi everyone, I'm Izzy at Minerva. Today's video we're going to be continuing our dart manipulation series to do with our bodice block, and we're going to be looking at how to move the dart from our neckline to our side seam. As ever with these videos you're going to need your standard pattern drafting tools which are next to me here on the screen. For the purpose of this video, I've printed out my bodice block and I'll be using a nice fat marker pen so that you can see on the screen above really clearly. However, for you, I'd recommend that you trace over your block using a nice sharp pencil and do all of the alterations for your block using a nice sharp pencil. This ensures that you get a really nice, accurate finish. What you're going to be seeing is my bespoke body block. So yours is going to look very different to mine, and that's absolutely fine. It's completely what we would expect. However, the process that I'm going to talk you through today of how to move your dart is going to be exactly the same, and you can follow step by step. Obviously, yours will look different to mine, and that's perfectly fine. This series, as we look at dart manipulation, is a very sort of technical exercise of looking at what happens when we rotate the dart around and the visual impact that has on the way the garment sits on our body and the impact that has aesthetically. What we're not doing with this series is we're not adding the finishes to the block to make it into a perfect pattern. All we're doing is looking at the technical process so that you can see what happens as we rotate that dart around the block. However, in the next series, we're then going to start looking at creating a series of tops which are completely finished, including neck, shoulder seam, waist, all of that. But this one is just a technical series of looking at how we move that dart. So let's get straight into it. To start off with, I just want you to trace over your front bodice. You don't need to do any changes to your back bodice. So just pop that to one side and trace over your front bodice. I then want you to measure the length of your side seam and mark a point halfway along your side seam. Draw a new line from that point to the centre of the apex. Next, we're going to cut out that dart and remove that volume at the neck completely. Next, cut along your new dart line from your side seam all the way to the apex, leaving a pivot point at the apex. So we can rotate that around really nicely. We now want to close up this dart to open up and create a new dart in that location. Now, what this is doing is it's still going to create the curve and the volume we want over our bust, but it's just moving where we take that volume out of. So we can either take the volume out up here, and that looks really wide because it's really far away from the apex, or we can pivot it at that location and take it out here. Now the dart width here is going to be less than it is up here, simply because of the distance from the apex. Don't worry about that, it's actually perfectly fine. Now, at this point, our apex is here and our new dart lines, our new dart legs are coming in directly to the apex. Now, it's absolutely fine on our bodice block for the apex to be at the point of our dart. However, when we actually wear clothes and draft out pattern pieces, we often don't want the point to be exactly where our apex is because we want to create a nice soft curve over the bust. So we're going to offset the point of the dart by 2 centimeters away from the apex. This is just a guide. If you want to offset it further, 3 or 4 centimeters, that's absolutely fine. You can play about with that and also see what the impact is if you want to. Next, find the center point of your new dart at the distance across here. Mark that point and draw a line from there to the center of the apex. Then mark a point that is 2 centimeters offset from the apex. Take your ruler and draw in your new line of your dart from the dart where it hits the side seam all the way up to your new dart point, which is 2 centimeters from your apex. Do the same for the other side. Fantastic. We've now done all that we need to do to our bodice front piece. We're going to go grab some tracing paper, pop it on top and add our seam allowances where required. Brilliant. So grab some tracing paper, pop it over your pattern pieces, and also don't forget that we're going to move on to create a pattern piece for our back bodice too. So start off with your front bodice and draw a line that follows the center front line. Draw in your waist, tracing over the exact line of your block, and draw in that dart as well. Draw in your new side seam dart, making sure that you're extending it a little bit beyond the side seam line and making sure that the point is also in the correct location, 2 centimeters from the apex. Next, draw in your side seams, allowing a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. You can see where the center of the dart is here, and if you want to, you can just kind of dot it on, so you've got that on the pattern piece. Also shows you where the tip of the dart is there, and then you can draw your 2 lines up to extend up to that center point there. We're not adding a sleeve allowance, so you can just draw in your arm side as per the block. However, our shoulder seam is going to attach to the back shoulder seam, so add in your 1.5 centimeter seam allowance at that point. Trace around your neck curve. Next, we're going to annotate our pattern piece with our standard annotations. Add a place on fold line to the center front. Your grain line follows the center front line. For our pattern piece on our front, I would always annotate where the apex is, so you've got a reference there in case you ever need to change anything on this pattern. And then finally, you also just need to annotate what the pattern piece is. Side seam dart, front bodice, cut 1 on fold. We're going to move on to our back bodice. Don't forget to add a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance to our back centre back, because we need to have an opening there in order to be able to get the garment on. If you want to add a bit of further definition, you could also measure the length of the side seam down to there, measure a point that is the same along here, and then you can add a little point of reference there, which is basically your notch line for where the seam of the dart is then going to tie in to the side seam of your back bodice at that point. So if that's 8 centimeters from the bottom of the arm side down to the opening of the dart there, I've then translated that, put it on that block and put a little notch there. Perfect. Next, what we're going to do is cut out our patterns out of our tracing paper, and then we're going to cut it out of our calico too, making sure to transfer all of our line markings. Let's do that now. Excellent. So once you've cut out your 2 pattern pieces, your front and your back, we're then going to pin and sew the darts. If you're not sure exactly how to do this, you can refer back to video 22, which was where we did a really detailed video all about how to cut and sew your toile. This technique of sewing up the darts is exactly the same as that one. So if you're not sure, go and check that out. As always, for the purpose of this video, I'll be using contrasting thread on my machine, just so you can really see clearly exactly where I've sewn. Excellent. Once you've done the front darts, you can then repeat that whole process with the back pattern pieces by pinning out your darts first and then stitching them in place. But once you've done all of those darts, we're going to press and iron them towards the side seam for each and every one of them. When we hit the side darts, we're going to press them down, and these ones, the waist darts, across. Brilliant. Once you've ironed all of your darts, with right sides together, I want you to put the back over the front and just pin those side seams. And then pin the shoulder seams. And repeat that process for the other side, right sides together, making sure that the dart is pinned so it's facing down, and then also just finish off this shoulder at the top up here. Excellent. Once you've pinned all of those seams in place, the 2 side seams and the shoulder seams, we're going to sew using a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. Lovely. Once you've done that, you can just go and press your seam allowances open. So there we have it, our seam allowance rotated from our neckline down to our side seam. It's really interesting to see the impact that makes, isn't it? If you've got any comments, as always, please do post them below the video. We always love to read your comments and hear your input and see how you're enjoying our pattern drafting series. Don't forget you can create a free account on our Minerva website where you can upload the photos of your work in progress and any experiments you've been doing as part of this pattern drafting process. We would absolutely love to see the things that you're creating as a part of this pattern drafting series. So please do share. We'd love to see those. So thank you for joining me today. That's it for today. We'll be moving on to some more dart manipulation over the next couple of weeks. I look forward to seeing you then.